This is the new Shark FlexFusion, and this is the GHD Duet Blowdry. Both of these are $400, and they're also a 2-in-1 hair tool. So this is a blow dry brush and a heated round brush. As you can see, these plates right here get super hot whenever you use it on dry hair, so it is going to give you that like heated round brush effect. And the GHD is also a 2-in-1. You can use it on wet and dry hair, but it only has one setting right here, so it has one heat setting, and you don't really technically switch it from the blow dry brush setting to the heated round brush setting. It's kind of like integrated in one, but you can use it on wet hair, you can use it on dry hair, and when you use it on dry hair, it definitely gives you that heated round brush effect. So we'll be doing one side with the Shark and the other side with the GHD. Let's get right into it. Let's quickly talk about each hair tool. So this is the Shark FlexFusion. As you can see, it does have boar and nylon bristles, and then you do have this right here, which is kind of like a thermal brush. So if you take this off, you can actually use different attachments as well. My kit is the complete kit. It retails for $400, and it does bring a couple of attachments. It actually brings all the attachments that you can use with this hair tool right now. Maybe in the future, Shark will come out with other attachments that you can use with this hair tool. That would be amazing, but for now, this is the round brush that you get with this hair tool. And you also get this attachment, which is a 2-in-1 straightener attachment. You can use this on wet and dry hair as well. I'll put some videos up here. This is kind of like the Dyson Air Straight, so you are able to blow out your hair, but at the same time straighten it just with air. And then you can also put this in the dry setting. As you can see, these plates right here kind of turn into a straightener, so you can use this on wet hair to straighten your hair just with air, and then you can use it on the dry mode to use it as a straightener, just to give you like even straighter results. And as you can see, the base of this hair tool is different than the FlexStyle, which is the older version of this. And a lot of you guys ask me if you can use these attachments with the old FlexStyle, and the answer is no, you cannot. You can only use it with the new FlexFusion because the base is different. As you can see, you do have a wet and dry mode, so yeah, the base is very different. You also get the curling barrels just like the FlexStyle, so you get one for each side. This is in the size 1.25 inch, and just like the FlexStyle, you can also turn this into a regular blow dryer, and it also brings a nozzle attachment. With the GHD, you only get this, the hair tool. You do get a pouch for you to store everything, and it does bring this brush to clean your hair tool. The brush on this hair tool feels a little bit harder, as you can see. So at first I was a little bit like scared of this hair tool, I'm not gonna lie. It just felt way too hard, but once you use this on your hair, it really doesn't feel rough at all. I do have very thick hair, so keep that in mind, but I love that the bristles on this are very short. So I'm gonna be using Ouai. I'm gonna be using the leave-in conditioner, and first time trying this Anti-Frizz cream. So first I'm gonna add some of this just all over my hair, and I'm gonna add some of this Anti-Frizz cream. So about that much. I hope that's not too much. This is the first time trying this, so yeah. Most of the time, Ouai hair products don't feel heavy on my hair. Gonna divide my hair right in the middle and then into maybe about 4 sections per side. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Shark on this side. I will be putting this in the highest heat setting, highest speed, and let's start in the wet mode. So I'm gonna put it all the way up. This gets, but it definitely is very loud. Let's do a little curl. This is the first section with the Shark. I have to say, it dried my hair so quickly. I will be timing each section, and I'll let you guys know at the end which side was faster to do. I do have to say, this side of my hair is a lot curlier than this side, so keep that in mind. It usually takes me a little bit longer to dry this side, but the GHD does wonders at drying my hair. Like this dries my hair extremely fast, and I love that this always gives me a super sleek look. You guys will see. But anyways, this is what the Shark side is looking like so far. Love it, and I definitely love the way that my hair feels. It feels so touchable and soft and just like very light. Okay, so let's turn this on. It does have 2 beeps, so I guess it warms up, and then in the second beep, that's when you start doing your hair. So I'm just gonna wait for a little bit. Doesn't take long. It takes maybe like 30 seconds max. Okay, so let's start this side. I don't know if you guys can tell, This one is less loud. It's a lot more quiet than the Shark, and it feels very gentle. I know it looks super hard, but it really feels really nice on the hair. And I love how close this gets to my roots. These short bristles, oh my god, I love it. They really come in handy. If you have very wavy and curly roots like me, you're gonna like this type of brush. I think that's why I get smoother blowouts whenever I use a ceramic brush with a regular blow dryer, because I'm really able to get very close to my roots. I'm gonna do a little bit of a curl. Love that. So with the Shark, you do get a looser curl. I mean, it is kind of like falling now, and later when I use it in the dry mode, it will give me a tighter curl. But the GHD immediately gives me such a nice like tight blowout curl, and it got my roots so nice and smooth. I just love the bounce that I get with this hair tool. It really gives me more of a 90s blowout look, and I'm here for that. That is like my favorite type of hairstyle. Anyways, I'm gonna start a timer now for the Shark side. Let's work on the Shark first, and then we'll move on to the GHD. With the Shark, I feel like I'm able to grab my hair a lot better, but I do feel like it is a little tiny bit more rough on my hair. I like the base of this hair tool. I love that it gets very hot and it does give me a quick dry, but I think having another round brush attachment in the future for this hair tool would be genius. I mean, a lot of people do prefer a ceramic round brush or just a round brush with shorter bristles, so I feel like that would be such a great addition to this hair tool. But for now, this one works just fine. I think there's a lot going on with this round brush attachment, and I think that's why it kind of does pull my hair just a little bit. I do have very thick curly hair, so my hair can take a lot, but I definitely feel like this is just a little tiny bit rougher than the GHD. I also noticed that the bristles are very long, which actually doesn't help get very close to my roots or very smooth roots. And it also does get caught with other sections around it, so that also causes a little bit of pulling, and it's just a lot more convenient in my opinion to have a brush that is a little bit shorter. Overall though, this is giving me a very nice blowout, and there are other attachments that come in this kit that could give you smoother roots, but for the sake of this video, we are just going to be using the round brush attachment. But if you did want to go in with the straightener attachment to straighten your roots, you can definitely do that. You can also use the nozzle attachment and a small round brush to really smooth out your roots, but for the most part, this round brush attachment is giving me a pretty decent blowout, and this Shark hair tool definitely feels super powerful, and it is drying my hair so fast. But the main thing that I like about this hair tool is that you can get so many different styles with it. A lot of people complain about this hair tool being too heavy, too big, too bulky. I can see that, but at the same time, it is almost about the same weight as the GHD, or at least it feels kind of like the same weight. But the Shark is definitely a lot taller, like bigger than the GHD, so I can see how that can be a little bit uncomfortable for some people. But anyways, I'm gonna finish drying my hair on the Shark side, and then we'll move on to the GHD side. So this is what my hair looks like after blowing out my hair with the Shark. So I only used it on the wet mode, and I have to say, I mean, this blowout looks incredible. It looks so nice. This side of my hair is usually a little bit easier to blow out than this side, so I usually get sleeker results on this side. But I definitely have to say, I mean, the Shark did an amazing job at smoothing out my curly hair. The roots don't look bad either. My hair feels incredible. It feels so soft. These products, again, so nice. So yeah, really liking the blowout so far. It took me only 10 minutes to do this side. Very fast blowout, let me tell you. So now we're gonna move on to the other side. I'm gonna start a timer, and let's get right into drying the GHD side. Immediately, the first thing that I noticed with the GHD comparing it to the Shark is how much more quiet it is. The Shark is definitely a lot more loud than the GHD, so if you like more quiet hair tools, you might prefer the GHD. It's not a huge difference because they're both blow dryers. I mean, you can't really get a super quiet blow dryer. Noise doesn't really bother me that much, but I know some people really prefer a hair tool that is not as loud. So if you're looking for the one that's a little bit more quiet out of the two, the GHD is definitely that one. Something interesting about the GHD is the shape of the hair tool. I also like the shape of the GHD and the design of the GHD more than the Shark. It just feels a lot easier to grab. I love that it has like a little bit of a curve and the shark is just pretty much straight. It's easier to grab, the GHD, and it just feels easier to like move around, twist and turn than the shark. The shark is just very straight, very big, very bulky. So it does feel a little bit harder to like maneuver. I really like that the GHD is just so simple. So if you just like something that is kind of like straight to the point, this literally has one button. So it really is straight to the point. So if that's what you prefer, then you might like the GHD more. I definitely want you guys to remember that I do have very thick hair and my hair can take a lot. So keep that in mind. I definitely feel like both of these hair tools are better for thick hair. If you have more fine hair, you might not like any of these, to be honest, because the brush, even though the GHD feels very gentle on my hair, if you have very thin hair, you might feel like it is a little bit rough on your hair. Okay guys, I am done with the GHD side. As you can see, it looks a little tiny bit more bouncy. I think this brush really does shape the ends super well. The shark side definitely still looks very nice though. I feel like the shark gave me a very quick blowout, definitely a lot quicker than the GHD. So it took me 18 minutes to do my hair on the GHD side. It took me a little bit longer than the shark side, which really surprised me, but at the same time, I know that this side of my hair is way curlier than this side. But yeah, it was very surprising to see that the shark side only took me 10 minutes to do, and then the GHD side took me about 18 minutes. So big difference. So now we're going to use these hair tools in the dry mode. So I'm going to turn this on and I'm actually going to be clipping each curl as I go, and then I'm going to let my hair set for a little bit. All warmed up. So I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to angle it down like this, and I'm really making sure that I run my hair and my roots through this line right here. I'm gonna do a little bit of a curl. You can definitely see a little bit of smoke coming out, so it does get a little bit hot. So you do get a very nice curl. I mean, look how much more smooth that looks. I'm gonna clip my hair up. Definitely make sure that you only use this on dry hair because this setting does get very hot. It definitely gets hotter than the wet mode, and always try to start each section by angling this line right here. That's really gonna help you get very straight roots. Woo! This gets so hot, it's even kind of hard to grab my hair. I'm gonna do a little bit of a curl. I'm gonna clip it. Okay, so I'm all done with the shark side. Let me tell you, this hair tool gets so hot. Like, really make sure that you use that setting on dry hair, because if you use that on wet hair, it's not good on wet hair. I mean, really make sure that you use this on dry hair because it got so hot. It was even kind of hard to like grab my hair and touch my hair, and you can even see the smoke a little bit, so keep that in mind. But the curls that I was getting and the shine, it was nice. It was very nice. But anyways, I clipped my hair. I'm gonna let it set for a little bit, and so now we're gonna move on to the GHD side. We're gonna do the same thing again. This only has one setting, so I'm just grabbing sections and I'm trying to create a little bit of a curl. Just hold for a little bit and then twist down. Another curl. Love that. Another curl. All right, let's take off these clips. This is the shark side and this is the GHD side. Alrighty, the GHD side looks a little bit more curled than the shark. I'm gonna use some oil just to kind of break up the curls a little bit. Alright guys, this is the final look. This is the GHD side. As you can see, have some curls. It also looks very smooth. I have a lot of movement. And then this is what the shark side looks like. It also looks really nice. I definitely got a looser curl, but I really like this side as well. I noticed a little tiny bit more of shine on the GHD side. What do you guys think? But the shark side also looks pretty nice and smooth. You guys let me know in the comments down below which side you liked better. For me, if I just had to pick one for a blowout, I would probably go with the GHD. It was a lot like easier to use. But yeah, it really depends on what you're looking for. Let me know in the comments down below which side you liked better. And yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much.